It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV.
Whoop, whoop. We're back.
We're back. We had a day off yesterday, thank goodness.
We did. Had a good time.
Yeah, we hope you all had a great 4th. I know I did.
You went floating and camping.
Yes.
The whole 9 yards.
Yes, 3 nights, 2 days. We got back yesterday, unloaded, and of course had to wash everything off. That 2 hours worth of work there.
Oh, yeah.
But then it was the couch for me most of the day. And we went and got a few fireworks for Cannon. And so he shot some off, bottle rockets and firecrackers and a missile that, I don't know, must have gone 200 feet in the air. It was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There was a lot of fireworks going on last night.
Right.
A lot of them.
Well, about the time we shot his, it just got dark. And we shot his, and it didn't take 10 minutes, to shoot what he had. And then it was time to go to bed because I knew I had to get up early for y'all. And then they really started ripping and roaring. You started hearing boom booms everywhere. But I guess I was so tired it didn't bother me a bit because I was out.
That was like me. I saw a few of them go off, and then it was like, all right, and I crawled into bed and just ignore it.
Right. Yep. It was a lullaby.
There
boom,
you go.
Boom, 4th of July.
It's like rain on a tin roof type of.
Yeah. Wasn't bad
there
at all.
You go.
A little thunder.
There you
go. Thank you for joining us on the show. We hope you all had a great 4th of July, safe 4th of July, that you made it through with all of your fingers, right?
Yes.
Yes. With that, we'd like to bring you a morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Home. With all our respect, they have 29 in the state and 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. And we sure do appreciate them being there for us in our time of need when we lose a loved one. And so with that, we'll pause for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, I asking you to watch over the people of Highland Park, the tragedy that happened yesterday. We never know what's going through the mind of some people that did something like that. We lost some people, and so we want you to take them into your arms and watch over them, watch over the people that are still hurt and wondering why this has happened. The 4th of July is meant to be for us to celebrate, not for something like this to happen. We just pray that you watch over us as we need. In this I pray, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. You can give them a call at 870-425-2161. It's definitely good to have a plan in place for when something happens. So give them a call. Give pre-need service. Set up a plan.
There you go.
Yeah, with that, we're going to hear.
Speak English.
I speak English. We're going to hear from Bob and Liz Zadora and their new funny television ad.
There you go. Be right back.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. Don't be left with...
in the dark.
Yes.
That's a good one. Don't be left in the dark.
That's right.
That's a funny commercial, though.
Yeah, that's a good commercial. Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team, but they also bring you a look at the White River. And it's beautiful, foggy on the water.
Smoke on the water.
There it is. They're in Marion County looking into Baxter County. That's Cotter, Arkansas. God's country.
Yes. What we call Cotter Island.
Cotter Island. You got the Rainbow Bridge down there to the left. Off to the right in the far distance is us. We're in Mountain Home, Arkansas. In the center is Scooter Mountain in Missouri. And off to the left is Bull Shoals. And look at that fog. It's just a beautiful shot. Bob and Linda Zadora have these cameras set up on their house that they'll zoom in to different areas and stay there for 10 or 15 seconds, zoom back out. The one that goes to Scooter Mountain, I mean, we're talking 10, 12 miles away. There it is. Yeah, that one right there.
That is way out in Missouri somewhere. And We don't know the name of it, so
yes.
now it's Scooter Mountain.
Yes, we do. It's Scooter Mountain. We have dubbed it Scooter Mountain for the purpose of the show.
There you go. I'm good with that.
Right? If you're looking to buy or sell a home, give Bob and Linda Zadora a call, 870-405-0793. You can go to retiredtoarkansas.net and find their listings. You can also find these cameras. See how far that gets in there? Even a close-up shot of the Rainbow Bridge, and you can see the railroad bridge there behind it. If you go further up, there'll be the bridge that goes over the 62 bridge.
Yep.
Highway 412 that goes over the White River. It's a wonderful shot. We love to bring it to you every day, but you can go to it any time of the day at retiredtoarkansas.net. And that one, when the fog is not there, you can actually see the boats going by on the water, close enough to see somebody casting.
Somebody doing some fishing.
Yeah, and maybe even reeling one in if they get lucky. It's just, Cotter, Arkansas. Go to retiredarkansas.net, find this camera, find their listings. You can find the MLS listings. They can help you with those. Like I said, they can help you in Missouri, too. They have a license in Missouri. And northern Arkansas is a beautiful place to live, but if you want to be right across the border, you can live there also. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. That's it's going to be a beautiful hot day, isn't it?
When that sun starts cutting through that fog, it makes for a pretty shot, I'll tell you.
Yes, it does. All right, with that, the weather is brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, so let's take a look at what we've got today in Arkansas. 75 in Mountain Home. Harrison's at 78, Batesville's at 78, Yaleville's at 76, Marshall at 72, Salem's at 76, Mountain View at 72, Calico Rock at 75, West Plains, Missouri at 76, Springfield at 76, Poplar Bluff at 76, St. Louis, Missouri at 77. And that's just the start of it. It was already 79 in my truck as I was driving here. This early.
Yeah, it's going to be a hot one.
It's going to be hot. National radar looking pretty good. I mean, you got a little bit of activity going towards Washington, down in southern New Orleans, but pretty much across the rest of the U.S. A little bit over Montana and North Dakota. You got some shower activity. Mountain Home, Arkansas is looking pretty good. We don't have much to speak of over in Oklahoma. You got a little bit towards Wichita, but it's dissipating rather quickly. Southern Missouri and northern Arkansas is looking pretty good.
Nothing headed our way.
Nope. Severe outlook is what you're seeing up there in the north central states. High plains, you got a few busy shower outlooks. Nothing too major though. They'll be all right. And there we go. Look how it's right on the line.
Yeah, the warning doesn't go into Arkansas.
It doesn't.
No.
It's excessive heat warning in most of Missouri. I mean, over into Kansas, into Illinois, parts of Kentucky, but it follows the border.
Yeah, we're under heat advisory.
Heat advisory. It gives us a reprieve. I want to thank you, Borderline, for that. 7-day forecast, though. Look at that.
Here we go. Hot.
Heat advisory today. You got a high of 99 today. Tonight is clear and 76. Wednesday, hot, a high of 101. Wednesday night, mostly clear, low of 76. Thursday, hot, high of 101. See, there should be heat advisories behind each of these. I guess they will be the next day. Thursday, mostly clear, low of 77. Thursday night. Friday, there's a chance of thunderstorms at 30%, high of 99. Friday night, chance of thunderstorms at 30%, low of 73. And Saturday, chance of thunderstorms at 30% and a high of 94. Whew. Let's see what Sunday's showing. Let's see, Sunday with a high of 94 and a low around 70, mostly clear. So it's going to be clear through Thursday night, and then we're going to get chance of thunder showers, through Saturday, but hotter than a Dickens, as they say.
Hotter than a Dickens. I like that.
You're going to want to make sure and hydrate and stay out of an RV when you come to look with me. Tree pollen. I'm sure there's some, but it's all none. Grass pollen is high today. Tomorrow is high, and Thursday is high. Norfolk Lake
That's
water
the point.
level 566.49. Level is 14.59 feet above full pool. It's going down, and they are generating 1 as of right now. Bull Shoals Lake water level is at 679.54. Level is 20.54 feet above full pool, and they are generating 8. They're still cooking it. And that is a look at your weather, brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. You can give them a call at 870-405-0793 and take a look at all their listings at retiredarkansas.net and the White River photo. And with that, we're going to take a short break, and we'll come back with some community news.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever known?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. And most of you have probably heard, because it spread through Facebook like wildfire. The Tracy Ferry Marina had one of their docks catch on fire the other night. Approximately 26 boats in the dock were damaged in a fire at Tracy Ferry Marina on Norfolk Lake. Luckily, no injuries were reported from the fire. According to the Tracy Area Fire Chief, Tom Bensman, fire personnel were dispatched around 9 Sunday evening to one of 9 docks at the marina. Crews were on the scene for nearly 3.5 hours. Tracy Area is assisted on the scene by the Camellia, Salesville, Henderson, Mountain Home, and Norfolk Fire Departments, the Baxter County Sheriff's Office, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. The cause of the fire remains under investigation.
I hate to hear that. I'm glad nobody got hurt.
Right.
And it was just a tough situation. I know that they are asking if you're going in and out of that marina, please, no wakes. Right now, the aftermath, where it's still connected, is still really fragile.
Right.
And they want, if you're coming in and out, just be at idle, no wakes in there for right now.
There's no telling what could be in the water. Pieces of dock, structure, boats that's in the water that, you don't see until you hit it.
Yep.
Because it's floating.
I'm glad it was just material things. It's never a good thing to see something like that happen, but at least there was no loss of life, and
right.
Things can be rebuilt.
That's right. In other news, the Baxter County Sheriff's Office is issuing a warning to the public about the Publishers Clearinghouse scam active again in the area. A Baxter County man was contacted by phone by persons purporting to be employees and representatives from the Publishers Clearinghouse, telling the man he had won a large cash award. However, the callers insisted the man winning the prize first had to purchase $2,500 in gift cards for payment as a processing fee before the large cash prize could be paid out to him. The man bought the gift cards as instructed and followed the directions given by the callers. The man later sent cash to the address provided by the callers. The victim finally contacted Publishers Clearinghouse directly to inquire about the prize, but was told he was not a winner and there was no cash award for him. The scam callers were pretending to be employees of Publishers Clearinghouse, going as far as using the names of people actually employed. Authorities state if a person is truly the winner of a legitimate drawing, prize, or award from a legitimate and reputable organization, there would be no requirement to send cash or gift cards to pay for any kind of fees, and those organizations will not call asking for payment of fees. Any calls of this nature should be immediately flagged as suspicious in nature and potentially fraudulent. The Sheriff's Office recommends not providing or verifying any personal information to potential scam callers, including names, home address, date of birth, social security numbers, email address, credit card numbers, bank account information, driver's license number, or any other similar types of information. Authorities recommend not purchasing or agreeing to purchase any gift cards or money cards, and to not send any money cards or cash in the mail for so-called processing fees. Scammers are said to prey on vulnerable members of the population who may not understand exactly what is taking place when these kinds of calls are received. If you send money cards or cash, it's unlikely the financial loss will be recovered. Anyone who has suffered an actual financial loss from scams of this type may report them to their respective law enforcement agencies. So, when in doubt, hang up.
There you go.
Right, and I had one
if
of them
they
call
ask you
me.
for your personal information, that's going to be a first.
Yeah, I had one call me, and I messed with him a little bit, and he got mad. He got mad at me and was saying, "Are you serious right now? Are you being serious right now?" And I told him, I said, "Bud, this is not how Publishers Clearinghouse works," and then hung up on him. So, don't be a victim to it. Just if you're in doubt, say, "Hey, let me get your name and number, and I'm going to check this out, and I'll call you back." And if they won't allow you to do that, guess what? It's a scam. All right, and that's our community news. We are going to take a break, and we're going to come back with Mickey Pendergrass, Baxter County Judge.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show. Our guest is Mickey Pendergrass, the Baxter County Judge. How are you, sir?
Good. Good morning.
Yeah. Did you have a good 4th of July?
Yes, for the most part. It's so hot I didn't do much, and did go watch the local fireworks last night and enjoy some of that celebration. Appreciate the birthday of this great country in which we live. And I guess we get back in the routine again today. It's been slow. But, trying to get used to somebody living in the house with me. My wife was out with family and group trips, but was gone almost 2 weeks, so it's got to get used to not being a bachelor anymore.
Right.
But it's been a good summer so far, other than the tragedies we've had over this past weekend. But it has been enjoyable. Now, if my boat wasn't broke and I could run it, I'd be even happier.
Oh, that's never a good sign.
What happened to it?
Well, we got a part that goes out on the engine, and it's just like a lot of other things. Even some parts on Caterpillar graders at the Road and Bridge or Mack dump trucks, you can't get parts.
Yeah.
And certain things are backlogged, or we'll have it by last week, and you'll get it 3 weeks from now. So it's just one of those parts that's got caught up in that. And
Yeah.
It's not uncommon. It's not every day that these break, but it's not uncommon to have that part break on it, but nobody's got it in stock, and it's just one of those supply and demand deals. And we've been going through it all year at the road department in the shop there. If something breaks, and there's so much computerized technology anymore and fine-tuned equipment that you've got to have it.
Right. That seems to be the case with every business. It even is at a Great Escapes that there's some stuff they just can't get. They're trying to build new ones,
Yep.
and so they're putting them in the new ones. And sometimes the customer needs to come first.
Yeah, and that's even if we were to go replace the motor, and it's a highly fine-tuned motor, the manufacturers are under such demand on manufacturing new boats that they get first priority. They buy the motors by the pallet load, or by the truck load. So you're the guy here just needs one little motor, and you don't count very much. So it's a supply and demand deal. I don't know if it'll ever catch up, or if it's like the new car dealerships that keep saying we're back to a new normal. I hate to see that, but this may be something we get used to. But we sure don't like for things to be down when we pay good money and enjoy running them.
Right. That's exactly right. So what's the state of the county? We're looking pretty good.
The county is good. We just completed the second round of our premium pay for employees from all this federal money that was handed out to us for the American Rescue Plan money. We got a little over $8 million on it, and we have begun in earnest the work to find a location and get it negotiated into county possession to build a brand new Baxter County Health Department building, which is long overdue. It was something that was set in order when I took office almost 10 years ago, and we have worked and struggled and clawed, and we've determined to take this money to build this new facility. And the COVID pandemic really illustrated how bad they really need it, because they could not handle it when it first hit 2 years ago. They were unable. They were actually shut down and unable, and they helped us marshal forces from around the state to do testing and then vaccinations later. But so this is something that's been a priority, and we'll see how far that will take us. So we've got after the second round of employee premium pay. And the way that worked, it was $1.50 an hour the first round last year for all employees that worked through the year of 2020, full-time employees, minus their off PTO time.
Yeah.
And this last 2 weeks ago, we did it again for all employees that worked through the year of 2021 are still employed minus PTO time at $2 an hour. We're getting ready, we think, to process what they got a stipend that the state has legislated for all certified law enforcement officers, and that's going to come through the county probably this month. We don't know exactly yet, but they had to start their fiscal year, which began July 1st. And so we're doing that. All certified law enforcement officers, that's been submitted by the sheriff's office, will have that stipend. It's gross amount of $5,000.
Yeah, that's a bonus amount, right?
Yes, and the county then has to pay the retirement fund, the 15.3% that the county pays on all employees' retirement. We have to fund that, and the state will fund the rest of the $5,000. But I was just looking here on our reports for the Quorum Court meeting tonight from the treasurer, and revenue-wise and physical-wise, the county's in really good shape, especially after we went through some increases for employee salaries and pays in the last 6 months.
that before you hadn't seen in 10 years.
Right.
So we did it all in less than a year, in one swell swoop in the budget and in the budget amendment. And our revenues are holding steady and holding good. We don't have the $1.5 billion problem the state of Arkansas does, but we do have some revenue now that we can work with to build things like the health department and maybe to do some upgrades. And we're looking at some other options that will come this year in the fall when we look at the budget.
Quorum court meeting tonight. What time is that at?
6 o'clock, Baxter County Courthouse, second floor. There will be a small presentation from the Airport Commission, and there's a lot of traffic and stuff coming out there at the airport now, and it's growing. A lot of big plans, a lot of, and this ties right back into what's happening in Washington, D.C. The FAA has hundreds of millions of dollars to hand out for infrastructure like this, and we're going to try to get our fair share. We have a very aggressive Airport Commission and director that is going after that and work with Source. They'll give us a brief report on that tonight, plus the regular items. They were working Friday when I had to leave with family coming in and all. They were working on an ordinance maybe that might be on there tonight for this stipend. It'd be tonight or next month, depending on when we get it, but for law enforcement. And then some regular appointments to some fire board commissions and members that need to be re-upped, and a member to the Equalization Board. Equalization Board's going to be important this year, and that's just one of the many functions we have concerning property taxes.
Sounds like a lot on the agenda, and you can watch that on RV.
Yeah, we'll be on our Facebook page. Just go to XL7-TV Facebook, and you can watch it live at home.
And see everything they're going to talk about tonight. Now,
It may sound like a long meeting, but don't blink.
It'll be over in no time.
Go by fast, yeah. The what are they looking to do at the airport with the
extend the runway, build more
Yeah.
hangar space,
Yeah.
get the facilities. We have some issues with flight path. The FAA has got more stringent on some of that, and they're trying to get some of the obstructions taken care of. Some of that's been done. We recently went through a grant where we widened the clearance back away from the runway. Had to increase the amount of cleared land that we have to take care of, mowed, keep the fence up, and there's going to be some more of that. But the long-term plans is to extend the runway and to reinforce and build up the runway to make it strong enough to handle the weight of the bigger jets that can come in here, that would like to come in here.
Yeah.
Well, we get some of them now, but they cannot get a full fuel load while they're here because they weigh too much
They can't
for
get
the
off.
weight rating of our runway, and
Yeah.
so they're looking at many ways and in grants to beef it up so it can handle the bigger traffic. And if we can extend it another 1,000 feet or better, that would make it even better, even more increased traffic, and possibly. I'm not saying this will ever happen in today's market, but possibly maybe public service some gets down. That's a long-term
Right.
way out there goal. But the emails we were getting Thursday and Friday, and the traffic came in for the holiday weekend. At one time they had, the last report I saw, they had 16 planes sitting on the tarmac, and they were about any kind of plane up through a couple of Learjet type planes sitting on the tarmac that flew in for this weekend, whether it's a resort on the river or to see family or a business, and they were running out of parking spots on the tarmac because no hangar space at all, because they're all rented out, and the FBO there has all his rented out, so they had to park up on the tarmac. And that's a lot of planes to put out there.
Right.
So it's good to see this, and I think the airport is a real gem in the north central Arkansas area of what it can mean and what it has meant. The traffic in and out of this airport is way more than what most people take for granted. They think of a little grass strip and little podunk airport. That's not what this is anymore. And with all the great number of hangars they have out there, then we have privately owned planes that are filling them, some commercial owned planes, other great groups that wants to come here that we don't have the hangar for. So a lot of potential there, and it's really getting some very progressive thinking minds in the head and planning for this. So watch this airport grow, because it will continue to go with everything falls into place. They paid for by grant money a long-term plan. That term is available for public viewing. I've got one in my office or at the airport. There is a way to go see it, so we can make it aware of what the plans are. The plans is a plan. This is what we'd like to do. It may happen this way, it may not, but this is something that they have seen by all the consultants of what needs to happen and what could happen.
Yeah.
And it's a great benefit and resource here, because we have professional people here and commercial industrial complex that fly in and out every week. Mm-hmm. We have medical doctors that fly in and out of our hospital because of the services they offer here. They had to bring in specialists from other places. They fly in every week, and those are not cheap planes. Those kind of people fly on, and we need to be competitive in our fuel, and we need to be able to have the runway and the facilities to handle them.
Definitely sounds like there's a need for it. Mm-hmm. So with that, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more from Mickey Pendergrass, the Baxter County Judge.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being, they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done, so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
At Serendipity Bliss, we love turning your day into a once-in-a-lifetime memory by offering unique, beautiful, and specialized event and wedding rentals that can transform any atmosphere into something you will never forget. Whether it's your dream wedding, a golden anniversary, sweet 16 party, or a company event, we can make any event blissfully perfect. Serendipity Bliss carries unique specialty gifts and bridal jewelry and helps coordinate decor, table items, theme-related pieces, and more. Make your day blissfully perfect with Serendipity Bliss, located behind Car Care Mountain Home.
Scrap that.
Welcome back to the morning show. Our guest is Mickey Pendergrass, Baxter County Judge. We were going over the airport, and he was showing us pictures, and one was a crop duster. That I don't know if maybe they can see that.
Can you scroll in on that? Can you get it that high?
Yeah, there you go. So I guess somebody flew in on a crop duster.
You can see the airplanes in the background, and the one that's taking off. but it's not focusing good. But there's 16 planes in this picture minimum.
There you go.
That's sitting on the that's better. Targeting, and that one on the front left there has the spray bar still on and everything. They flew in here, I guess, for spend the time in the lake. They crop dusted the field and they come on up.
Probably from the Jonesboro area.
Yeah, somewhere over in the river in the delta.
We get a lot of them over there.
You can count. There was the plane that's taking off was the one that was sitting on tarmac that has the floats on it, because they've had some planes land on it. I know people were shared on social media recently of one that was fueling up at Henderson Marina.
Oh, really?
An airplane flew in and he glided in there to the fuel dock, and then he'd been at a couple other docks or a different plane.
Yeah.
So that one taking off is the one that has a flotation on it. He can land on the lake as well. And so there's some of that going on. I don't know if anybody's got a place on the lake that's doing that, but that is really good to see. But it just highlights the traffic. If you were out, and most people probably did at one time or the other, the last 2 days, the last week, and all this weekend, the traffic during the day has just been unbelievable around through town. So the people are coming here, and I might mention, I saw this little spat going on social media, and I know nobody believes that there was any spats on social media like Facebook, but somebody was complaining about something, and one person come on there and made an illustration that I had never thought about looking at. Said, if you don't know which direction people are going, go down to the local U-Haul store, free plug for y'all, and price a 26 van truck, destination San Francisco.
Right.
If you do that, you'll find it amazingly cost you $1,000. Now call San Francisco and ask them what it would cost for the same 26-foot van truck and destination Mountain Home, Arkansas. It was $8,400.
Wow, that's incredible.
And yet they're still coming.
Yeah, that's how many people are leaving. Yeah,
especially tourists and vacation. But what they have a problem, they've got to relocate these trucks once you get them located. When we moved here in 1979, we experienced that. My destination was West Plains, Missouri, because I couldn't afford to drop it in Mountain Home. Because there was an extra upcharge. I think then it was $400. It'd be like $4,000 today. But, so that is part of that. But people are still coming here, and it was very evident, and it's good to see. The lakes were extremely busy, even with the moderate high water. And I guess we could talk a little bit about. There was a lot of injuries on the lake over this weekend. A lot of emergency calls. There was one victim. There was, I understand, a broken leg in a tubing accident, and of course the Tracy Marina's fire, and those things happen. Evidently, a boat motor blowed up and ended up burning that whole Dock 3 down. The emergency response people, and there was a post by the fire chief from Tracy Area Fire Department, a volunteer fire district, thanking all the services that came in there. And Gamaya Fire, many shout outs to the Gamaya Volunteer Fire District. They have the only boat stationed for firefighting that's stationed on the Lake Norfolk. They responded to that incident, and when our fire departments have a call of some kind of structure like that, they get an automatic. We know at 911 who their automatic partners are, and when the call goes out for that, to tell them about that call, all the other departments that's on their automatic call system gets the same call.
Yeah.
And then it would have referred also to Camellia having the only boat since it was on the lake, and that's a pretty good trip from 101 Boat Dock to Tracy Marina to get that boat down there. But some of those boats you see now in the pictures floating off to the side, and some of the areas you can imagine their boat was involved in getting those moved out of the way and helping, because it's a reclaimed boat set up for firefighting and rescue on the lake that came through the Arkansas Forestry Service, and so they have them once in a while, and Gamaya has done a great job of providing that service to the Central Lake area especially, but could respond to that. But Mountain Home Rural Fire Department was there, Norfolk, Salesville, let's see, Buford, maybe, yeah, and can't think of any of the others that were listed there, but they all responded with great response, and that's the way we roll in Baxter County. Is there's a lot of great cooperation in incidents like that. Sometimes I've been to some things and had to mediate some meetings and fights between fire departments, but when this happens,
yeah, they come together.
They come together. They know who's in charge. They do what they need to do, and because of that effort, only one dock was burnt.
Yeah.
Now that's bad enough, but they saved the rest of the. There was I think some heat damage and stuff to some other areas not too far away, but they were able to get it knocked down before it took out the whole marina.
Yeah. So how does the hierarchy work? Since it was in Tracy, do they lead it? Or
yes, the Tracy Fire Chief is.
They lead it
incident
wherever
commander.
it's at. Yeah.
And everybody comes to him and he can assign that as needed. But and it's in your district, and if your leader is there, if your lead officer is there, in this case the chief, he is the incident commander.
Yeah.
And of course, my OEM department responded as well. My 911 director is also the fire chief at Camellia, so he was in response as well. And they were notifying me that this was going on. They didn't find me, but they were notifying me anyway, so
sure.
They keep me up. And then I get daily reports from Arkansas Department of Emergency Management, and of course it made the report.
Yeah.
And it tell about the damage. And one thing that's residual to this you will think about that Adam covers is the fuel, where it's gas or diesel, that leaked off into the lake because of this fire. And the residue that's in that lake that has to be recovered and restored, and that environmental concern is something that a lot of huge effect that they worry about, they highlight. Well, the Corps of Engineers, of course, is on top of that, and they're bringing in resources and Game and Fish was another response along with our Sheriff's Department that helped assist with this. But the Corps of Engineers, and they'll respond to that to keep from damaging the fish and the aquatic creatures that we have in the North Fork Lake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought about that with everybody thinks of the structural part of it and the boats that burn, but it's all that fuel that also spilled out.
Yeah, and the residue from the burnt fiberglass and the upholsteries and the things that goes in there that creates bad stuff in that lake. And that's a good area. That's a good area of the lake to fish. It's very well stocked down there, so you don't want to see anything damage to it. But recovery of that is a big part in the aftermath of it that there are a lot of agencies involved in.
Mm-hmm. We sure do appreciate all the firefighters and the Arkansas Game and Fish and everybody that went out to help take care of that, and that they all returned home safely after fighting a blaze, because that can't be easy trying to fight a fire on the water, trying to get to it.
Yeah, and you got to walk that rope, especially you had to walk the planks until the boat from Gamelia got there, and getting a pump in the water to provide water, and all of our fire departments that I'm pretty sure have pumping resources, because we have such access to water with the lakes and the rivers. They've got pumps either on a trailer or in the back of a pickup truck that they can drop a hose into that lake, and they can pump more water than you can get out the other end.
Oh, yeah.
So getting all that set up, though, it takes a teamwork, and it takes people knowing their job, and they do a great job. And we recently, to help with that, I enjoyed, because I have being a fire board commissioner, a board member for 6 years before I became a justice of the peace. We do training for the board members of these volunteer fire protection district boards, and we had one this year. It's the first time we'd had since I think 2016 or 17. And that's something I really enjoy, is getting them to understand what their duties and responsibilities are, what they have access to, and the laws concerning, and the assistance. And it's good, the camaraderie that get them all the different departments together, and then teach them the law and answering their questions, bringing in the other resources, which we did this year from across the state. The Fire Academy in Camden, Arkansas came up to teach a portion of this class, and they were so impressed with the facility that we had in Baxter County for a training center that they hopefully we could do this every year. They made comments and sent back to us. I wished every county would do this. And we made it known to them, guys, this building is here for your benefit as well as ours, if you teach classes up here, this building is available for that. Just schedule it with our scheduler here, our safety and training coordinator, and you can use this building. Many people do, and there's a lot of training goes on out there for plumbers, for electricians, for firefighters, for medical workers, EMS training. All kinds of training goes on in that building. Plus, it has now become a vote center. So this center that we have at Midway is it's still underutilized for what it can be used for, but we get to the word. But training the commissioners for these fire departments is another important job that we do.
Yeah, I didn't even know that existed. So if you're out there listening and you hear that.
If you go into the Industrial Plaza up 5 North in the Industrial Complex, and you've got Supreme Boats, brand new building on the left, the Triton Boats is on the right. You go down Joe Dillard Drive, and it's the second building on the left down under the building there. It has full facilities to train a volunteer firefighter from nothing to fully certified.
Very good.
There is a burn house there, and I've been through it years ago. I became a certified firefighter, went through that burn house, and we have access to not only the training academy, to the state forestry, to all those resources. And then there is plumbing and electrical organizers. Our road and bridge people have to have their CDL drivers. They have to have 8 hours training every year. They book that building, they bring them all together, take the day off. Hopefully a bad day they can't work much in the wintertime, they get their CDL training. EMS training, that goes on out there all the time, but it looks like it sits empty a lot, even though there's a lot sitting there. But but that's where the fire chiefs have a quarterly meeting out there of all the fire chiefs. They come together every month, the ones that can be there, and discuss their needs, and then they're talked about then what's changed at 911, what's changed in Baxter County, and what the things that we need to be doing together. So that's discussed at least once a quarter, and a lot of activities goes on, but that building's utilized for that as well.
Very good. Multi-purpose. Very nice. It's 7:46. We're going to take another break, and we'll be back.
Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Welcome back to the morning show. Our guest is Mickey Pendergrass, the Baxter County Judge. He's giving us an update on all things countywide, even the Tracy Perry boat fire that happened. We do appreciate you letting us know about them firefighters, and everything that they do for us is incredible, and the training facility that they have. Anything else on the docket that you want to?
Well, it's always good to talk about the volunteer system here in this county. And as much as the fire departments and the rest of us scream and holler looking for volunteers, we still have a great group of volunteers, and it has been that type of county the whole time I've been here in the last 45 years. But there's I guess you can say there's lots of things going on. We're fixing to start a lot of construction, and right now in Road and Bridge, it's hot and dry. Can't do much with gravel roads as much as we'd like to, but we have a new contract with our state aid bid work this year for the eastern end of County Road 25. Our own crews are doing pothole repair, as well as they're fixing to resurface White River Valley, the main drive going into there to White River Paradise down there off of Cartney Road, and other projects that we have going on. Continue to mow this grass that grew so fast early in the year with all the great rain we had, and weeds, and brush that's growing out. But we had an election. Did y'all remember that?
Yes, we did.
We did.
And had a runoff.
Yes.
Out of 4, and Kevin Liddy was the successful winner of that runoff, and the four-way election process to replace the retiring county judge. We've got 6 months now. We're going to have to convert that to days instead of months, because I have to look at my desk calendar so I can figure out exactly how many days it is. But we have a lot of things to do, and we'll, in the fall, when he retires from his current position, we will be spending some time together. We've got him booked to go with me to the county judges conference in September, so that he can meet all the other guys, and then they'll have a training to go over the ins and outs, which is always very good. It was extremely helpful to me 10 years ago. Association of Arkansas County does a good job of training and advising new elected officials. The scary part about it is there's going to be about 40 county judges new come January 1 out of 75.
Wow.
And there's going to be about 40 of us that are going home.
Yeah.
Most of us retiring. Some lost an election, such as Marion County right next door to us. But in the Northwest Arkansas Economic Development District, there's 9 counties, and out of those 9 counties, 9 county judge, there's 3 coming back.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of history going. Yeah, a lot of history and a lot of work over the last 10 to 20 years. It's going to go home and rest a while, and go to farm or better yet, go fishing.
Go fishing.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I was working on a riverboat while I had time, and it wasn't so hot outside that I got an old riverboat, and I was changing the motor out and trying to get it ready to go. Didn't get there yet, but so we're going to have that to do too. Enjoy the beauty of the White River, which I'm sure is very busy right now. A lot of water going down it.
Yes, there is.
So everybody be careful on this the summertime and all the busy seasons we have, and we can probably cover some of the last 10 years the next 5 months. We got 5 left.
Yeah.
We may have to do some specials or something.
There you go.
There you go. There you go.
And if you don't know what the Baxter County judge does, because some people, like you were saying, moving in from out of state, they cover. Got my notes here. So I had taken notes. They cover all the inventory of all the property that, all the road graders and it's anything to do with the county. They cover the road and bridge, which is the largest in the county, 44 employees. The Office of Emergency Management, the 911 dispatch. They're over juvenile services, the prosecuting attorney of the district court, public defender, human resources, the IT department, veteran services, and anything else you can think of.
Building maintenance, the grounds and maintenance, and of those state agencies like the prosecutor and public defender, the employees work under the county judge. Those offices are state offices. That's district court, public defender, prosecuting attorney, we have the control. They are county employees that work for those people, but the officials are state employees and are taken care of by the state. We are required to provide the funding and facilities for those offices as well as the health department and many others, but we take care of their buildings.
Yeah, and then you preside over the quorum court.
I could try to find that insurance letter of how many millions of dollars of property which we own and which these guys, small staff, takes care of. Mm-hmm. Now, if you just look at the jail complex and the sheriff's office and 3 big buildings over there, and then look at the courthouse complex and the buildings downtown, you're talking multi-millions of dollars worth of property just in the right downtown location area. So I think they raised the value of our courthouse to nominal. A replacement value was somewhere in the neighborhood of $11 million because it's a historic building, but it's insured for $7 million. So that has gone up from about $3 million when I started 10 years ago. So that's acceleration of property values.
Right, and it was probably just in the past couple of years.
Yes,
with everything else that has flown up.
But there's you have to rely upon good help, good management. And it's been my fortune while the time I've been here to see the revenue grow, and we did increase, thanks to the people, we increased with that jail sales tax that we did back in 2018 and 19 we worked so hard on. We probably don't give enough credit, but with that revenue and the growth in the revenue system here, that brings in over $2 million a year. We never planned for it to bring in that much. But that released $2 million to fund the other things in the county general budget, which we otherwise could not have done. Yeah. If the people hadn't granted us that $0.25 to provide for the jail, we'd still be extremely struggling with the county general, the sheriff's department, the buildings and maintenance, and all the offices that are paid out of that particular account, which has grown from somewhere around $4 million when I started on the quorum court to where it's, I think, over $11 million now. Wow. But if the jail still come out of there, which cost over $2 million now, we'd be really hurting. Yeah. But the people have been very kind to us, and we advised them when the sheriff and I went out and tried to sell that, and a lot of other people worked with on that, and they gave that to us. So that has been a blessing for me to realize and give us revenue to work with. We're kind of an unusual county across the state over the last couple of years because our revenue has grown every year, every month over the year before. Not everybody's that blessed. Yeah. Not everybody has the shopping center. Not everybody has the traffic that comes through here as we are. There's a few counties like that especially northwest Arkansas. If you take Boone and Washington and Benton counties, Greene County, or Carroll County, and Greene County is another one down by Jonesboro. But we've been very fortunate, and it's been a joy. It's made my job a whole lot easier when you got the revenue to work with.
Yeah, that was growing pains. I mean, it had to be increased. There's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah, the sad part about it is it has to be the jail side that had to grow and increase so much, because that's something you wish you didn't have to deal with.
No.
But by constitutional law, that's what we have to deal with.
Yeah.
That's one of the constitutional responsibilities of the sheriff, is to take care of that jail, and it's our responsibility to fund it.
Right.
And with 160-something beds now, and it runs 120, 130 every day.
Yeah.
So that's a sad part of society, and the bad part of society, that we have to take care of that. And the court systems are so backlogged because of COVID, and it's been a real struggle to get through that. But we'll make it.
We will.
And
everything's going to be
they'll
fine.
get it worked through.
That's right. Well, thank you for coming on. We appreciate you all watching.
Thank you all for having me, and thank you for the blessings of the last 10 years.
Yes, sir. And with that, we will see you all tomorrow. Have a good day.